you very well. Welcome back to Not in My Lifetime podcast, episode 41. Happy New Year to everyone. 2025 is here. I've got a mug of coffee today because one of these, but Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Alex. How you doing, mate?
Happy New Year, mate. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm still full of this stupid virus thing that's going on. I don't know what's... I seem to get better and then I get worse and then I get better again. And it's like, I can't talk for days.
Yeah, Mum's got gingivitis right now and she's suffering with it anyway, but I'm okay so far, so that's the main thing. Touch wood, obviously, that carries on for the rest of this month. But yeah, the main thing is, what I'm going to do it again. I think the last 2 months, and we know it ourselves, we've seen it enough how bad this team has been recently. Even the last 3 months, I'd say, before we started losing games, it hasn't been great. But that Leicester game was a much needed win, a huge relief, because it's been a painful watch at times the last 2 or 3 months, and to finally get that. Look, is it a perfect game where everything was perfect and we won 100%? No, it wasn't. It wasn't perfect, but you got to start somewhere. You got to start to get out of this kind of rut that we've been in. 2 into 14 now is obviously the new thing now. We got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, and that obviously it was a Boxing Day drew Everton 1-1. Another just it wasn't terrible. I've seen worse than that one, but you're at home against Everton. That should be a win. That should be a win there. And the fact that we should have got at least 3 or 4 past them before they even got a goal. That's kind of what happened for us. It's really poor performances, low standards. But I think Leicester was just a relief. Not necessarily the fact that but the fact that you got a win finally. And obviously, I'm sure it's the same, Alex. I don't care about the league anymore. About that title, fuck that. That's not what I'm asking anymore. I just want to get some wins on the board again, and get some confidence back in the squad, the fans, and also the club itself, because it's been a very dismal 2 months.
Yeah, it has. It's been crap on it. It's not been good enough. And Danny's literally just texted me, slagging him off again. So I'm going to have to because he's not here. So he's pitiful. Why his excuses are getting worse. They're worse than mine. At least I'm doing work whilst I'm not here. Anyway, Leicester wasn't that good. But a win's a win, isn't it? A win's a win. And there's not really much more we can say than that. I mean, before that, it was shite. Very shite. So whenever it was we played them, I don't know what day it is. Whenever it was we played them, it wasn't great. I would say Leicester probably had the better of the chances, to be honest. I mean, they had one off the line. Did they hit the post? And then Vardy missed that great chance as well.
Yeah. They should have scored at least 2 or 3 past us.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think we just took our chances quite well when they fell to us. I mean, we had 3, I can remember, really golden chances, and we scored 2 of them. So finishing, definitely a positive. Everything else, a bit slow, a bit lethargic. No, I'm not slagging anyone off. I can't be bothered to slag anyone off because I can't be bothered with people telling me I'm an idiot again. But it is what it is.
It's something.
It's something to go on, exactly.
The thing is, for me, right, if someone put, City are back. No. Yeah. I'm sorry. Win a couple games in a row, momentum, all right, cool. But we got to, I think the way that the team reacted after the game, obviously towards the away fans, I think the team itself looked relieved. Gundogan looked relieved. Haaland looked happy. But for the first time in a couple of months, Haaland looked happy. I'm happy for him because, look, has he been good to himself? No. But he's been one. But I can't ever fault him for not trying. Haaland always tries for us. But again, when you're not giving any service, what can you do? The best striker in the world. But his goal, and also I've noticed him recently, headers. He's getting better at them now. Headers are more common for him now.
I was good at it. Took it well.
You need to start doing that more. Get the ball in the box to him. Savio, De Bruyne, I don't care who it is, on the ball. Get the ball in the box. What happens? He's that player that can do anything in the box. And for me, as well. Like, I know you and Danny have been very critical of Savinho, and I get it. Like I wouldn't say I like him myself, but I get what people have been getting out of him. But for me, Savinho, like especially like at Leicester, finally showed how good he can really be for this team. I
thought he played much better. He didn't do a lot, but I thought he was much better than he's proven in recent weeks, definitely. And across to Haaland was really good. His finish was brilliant. To get it back across, his finish was brilliant. And the cross for Haaland, that was pinpoint. Perfect.
Yeah. In a better City team, he did a lot better. In a better City team.
I agree with that. And I've thought that for a while, to be fair, that in a better team, he would look better. Because he is quick. He's quick.
And skillful. Very skillful as well.
And he's skillful,
Against Everton, I watched it back, right? His dribble skills, it wasn't his best game, but he still played well because he was able to get past his fullback quite quickly. If we just give him the ball a bit more, a better team around him, a better midfield around him, we'll get the best out of him. That's down to the club this month. January is now 1st now. Get the players in.
Yeah.
Because as much as we want to get back to winning ways, back to being where we, for me now, our target's top 4.
Yeah.
Forget the league title. Forget it. It's not. Look, already it's like 14 points already. 17 points game in hand. We need the biggest collapse of any team ever. Like it has to be a Salah injury, Van Dijk injury, and a complete mentality collapse. And look, if that happens, fair enough. But even so, we still win our games. Well, if you have a chance to win the league this year, well, that's with every game. Every game. And for me personally, I can't see it happening. I think it's going to have too much work to do. That's the issue. It's too much work to be done now to obviously turn it around. Now, obviously, I've seen many things happen, but it was like 7 points rather than 14. I mean, right. But 14, you're asking for so much to go your way in that sense. It would need to be a lot of drop points. And I've seen weirder things in football, but I'm being realistic right now. 5 games,
isn't it? It's 5 games. It's a 5-game swing.
Or 8 game form. Like it
exactly.
Needs to be like,
So it's a minimum of a 5-game swing. So you need Liverpool to either draw 8 games and City to win all of them, or Liverpool to lose 5 and City to win all of them. Can you really see Liverpool losing 5 games?
Mate, Salah, by the way. Wow.
What a season, man. What a season.
It's his record, the goal. Well, I think it'll be Haaland's goal record. I think he'll get 25 goals record, but I can't see him getting.
He won't get the 30. What's Haaland's record? 36.
37.
30. Yeah, he's not going to get that. He's not going to get that.
No.
He might get the assist record, but I don't think he's going to. I don't think he'll get the
goal.
He won't get the goals. Nah.
But him though, like mate, credit, he's been unbelievable. Like without him though, like look, don't get me wrong, I've watched Liverpool this season and Gakpo's been good, so Yotowic's back in the team. But without Salah, mate, without those goals and assists, mate, they would not be where they are right now. I'm not. Is it me hating Liverpool? Liverpool probably been the best team on Forest this season. Them two have been the best team by far. Arsenal hit and miss chances. Chelsea recently. Chelsea I'm ready for it. Yeah. A very young team, a lot of work to do. And to be fair though, Chelsea, right, a top 4. Where should be anyway. But for us particularly, we put in the most underperforming team this season. Like, I didn't even ask for another league title. I just asked for better performances. But the problem is, where we are right now, anyone saying we'll win the league, I have to wonder, we're not fifth still. For me, our target should be getting top 4 again. Get back in top 4, get back, secure second place if possible again, and see what happens. But we have no right to be saying we're still way off it. Off the pace, off everything else. Like one win doesn't mean anything. It's a big win.
Need to consistently keep going now.
Yeah. So just West Ham needs to be a win. Salford needs to be a win.
West Ham's easily winnable. No disrespect to West Ham, because we all like West Ham, but the form they're in,
Mate, Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're not in great form, are we? But
No.
we're at home. We should beat West Ham, and we should come away with another 3 points. And it's 3 points we can build on again. And again. And again. And just keep going, keep building, and keep pushing forward. And that's the way we can do it. So
mate, Messi. Don't be right. I love him, man. But that, for me, I've said it recently on Martin. No, I've said it on recently on other shows which I've done the year. I think for me, that summer of 2021, we had a choice. Jack Grealish and Messi. We should have got Messi.
Imagine we had him though.
I know people say, but Grealish up when trouble, and he did. But if I'm being real, mate, 3 or 4 years Messi would have got even more goals and assists and contributed. Imagine that Messi who went to PSG going to us with something to prove, all the fire in the belly with De Bruyne. Imagine Messi De Bruyne in that scene. Imagine that.
Don't even. Because we'd have had Aguero then as well.
Aguero, Messi, De Bruyne, mate.
That's going some that in it.
Imagine the freak of Messi over. It's just like, and do you know what I mean? But I know it's like it's not realistic, whether. But the thing is, back then it was. And look, I love Jack as a person, right? But I don't think it's worked out. And it's clear, right? It's this season, mate. You and me said, didn't we? Before the season started, this season for Jack needs to be his season.
Yeah.
And it's what? It's now a new year, and what's he done? No goal over a
the same thing he's done for 3.5 of his 4 years. And I'm not swearing. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it because Danny's watching and he'll text me and he'll probably have a go at me.
No,
actually, for that reason that he's watching, I am going to say it. He's done fuck all.
The thing is, right, and Danny, look, I watch it myself, mate, and look, I'm fair on Jack. I am. I'm always fair to a lot of players. Like, I like him as a player, and when you do watch him, he's a very good player, but I don't think he suits us. He suits Newcastle. No. Newcastle would be great, Newcastle.
That's the thing. So, and Tottenham as well, who he's apparently linked with.
Chilwell, Messi. That's a. Do you know what, mate? Big up Ethan, man. I know it's Ethan. Chilwell, left back, Ben. I don't mind Ben Chilwell, but I don't think for left back, maybe not for me. Messi again, bit old, a bit past it now. Unfortunately, well, not past it. Still a great player, but not the same player. Souček, what?
Don't go out.
No.
Chilwell.
No.
Chilwell would have been the best left back in the league if he could have stayed fit for his entire career.
Yeah,
he'd have been Ashley Cole level good. He was brilliant.
The thing is, Ethan, Liverpool will bottle it, but this one is that though. We've got to turn around a 14, possibly 17-point gap. And that's the thing.
It's not happening, mate. It's not happening, mate. I don't want to be negative about it because I want to be positive, but could we, could we win the league? Yeah, of course we can. Are we going to? More than likely,
but
probably
I need to see Liverpool drop points. And let's say Liverpool lost to them lot over the road somehow. Somehow they lost United. Let's say it happened. Salah will destroy United, mate. And I look forward to it. I'll be there watching that, laughing. I'll be laughing watching Amorim.
Hilarious. It'll be out before the end of the season.
No, but mate, it's the one time I say, do you know what, Salah? Do you know what, Gakpo? Do you know what, Liverpool? Kill them. I'll laugh at you watching that because
destroy them.
Yeah. Don't think if this is my first time I've been mint. Do you know what, it would be, but I just want a few goals, mate. Sorry, get towards 10. Big up Hong. I will send a link in a bit, mate. Obviously, you need to get everything sorted out, but I'll send a link in a bit, mate. The definition of insanity, doing something going to get mate. That's been insanity's been our level of form months, mate. Insanity over and over again, never ever stopping. Olmo, now for me personally with Danny Olmo, and as much as it's a move that I personally would make myself, I think Barcelona are going to find a way around it. Barcelona will find a way. They will. Always do. They're the most scummy, well, not scummy, they're the most like scammiest club, mate, ever.
Yeah.
How they get out stuff. Even Madrid do the show, but well, Madrid aren't run poorly. They run poorly. A big up Rashad, mate. Mate. Happy New Year, man. I know you're a big fan of yourself, mate.
Happy New Year, lad.
I'll send the link now. Hold on. I will send the link in the chat. If you want to join, lads, feel free to join in. Right.
Yeah.
But for me, mate, for the Leicester game, for me, wasn't just a win. It was. I think I could tell the attitude had changed a bit. I think the player that relieved, mate. Player that relieved that win. I think.
Yeah, they did. You could tell by the celebrations of the second goal.
And McAtee, why was he given more chance before this? I'm not saying he's the key. He's not. But I'm saying, why did he get before this?
Yeah.
Because is he the key to saving last season? No. A lot more than that to save last season. But it's for him. He comes on, mate, and a bit of skill, a bit of energy that midfield. That's what he offers and provides us. And that's what we need right now. Yeah, but that's what we've been asking for a long time. Big up, Hong, mate.
Hey,
how you doing? Brother? You okay?
Hey, Alex, Luke, happy New Year to the both of you guys.
Good to you, mate.
And to you, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just in Starbucks at the moment. A bit of quiet at the moment while I'm having
good lad.
My latte.
Good.
Well, at the moment, I'm just reading Barcelona news. It's true. Dani Olmo is a free agent officially. Barcelona can't register him for La Liga, and there's a very good chance he won't be registered for their Champions League squad as well. And basically, he's arrived training in a very downside mood, and of course, his teammates try to console him. He wants to stay at Barcelona, but at this very moment, there's no solution whatsoever to try to get him.
That's mad.
Yeah. So let's congratulate Barcelona for playing themselves. And also, if they can't register him, that means not only they still have to pay their transfer fee to Leipzig, they still have to pay Dani Olmo's wages, and it's just a big, huge mess. That's just all I'm going to say. And it's just a huge mess.
Excuse me.
The thing is,
it's mad.
Yeah. The thing is, for me, though, with I think obviously it's first day January, so there's no really talks yet. City, I think the last 2 weeks we've come City rumours. It's been quite quiet. Ever since we've heard about Zubmendi and Bruno G and we went linked with them, it went quiet for about 2 weeks. We've had nothing 2 weeks. No idea who the club are linked with. I've asked Martin, nothing. Like even he doesn't know what's going on right now. I think the club have gone just full on silent.
Why not?
I blame them
for doing it as well.
Yeah, you have to do that. But I think for me, I want to see action. I'm not saying I want to see someone sign now, but I want to say a little bit of like we're at least on the road to getting something sorted. I think at some point we'll obviously get some sort of bombastic from Romano that comes up out of nowhere. But I want to see a bit of action this window. I think the club know that we need players in. We need at least 2 years in to get obviously the squad back in motion again. But obviously you can't get the big players because obviously you pay big money for them. I don't know what money in, but I really can't see us getting a Verts or a Musiala right now for buying a Olympics because they will demand premium money for that, and I'll probably say no to us anyway. I just want to see the club a bit of action. Like I think what players in who can at least provide a bit of impact and sort of cover us while Robbie's probably going to come back from injury. I just want to see us go into the rest of the season with a bit of confidence, a bit of energy to get top 4, FA Cup as well, get the FA Cup back from them lot over the road, and Champions League, see what happens. I don't know anymore because Champions League's always never about the best team anyway. If we just get through 1-0, 2-0 in certain games and get away with it, you can win it by doing that. So if we get end the season strong, I'm happy with that. I mean, the league itself is a hard one. If we can somehow get something out of that, if anything, top 4, second place, I'll be happy with that for me. But That's where I'm at there right now. End of the season strong.
Yeah, exactly.
I
said to you and I just keep winning. I'm just going to enjoy the wins now. I don't care whether we win anything or nothing. Just keep going and keep pushing. So, yeah.
I think time will tell if City are really, really back. I mean, I'm happy with the win against Leicester. Don't get me wrong. I really am happy, like, honestly. But it wasn't the most convincing win, but the win is a win. I think it will only boost the morale of the squad, and not only morale of the squad, everyone involved with the club, the leadership, the hierarchy, and also the fans as well are going to be very, very happy. And of course, there are some holes to pick from the match. Of course, there is, but I just think, going forward, it's just going to boost the morale. Of course, we've got West Ham at home who are in horrible form, but at the same time, I would say if we get a run of wins together, then I'll know if we're really, really back. But at this moment, I'm just keeping my lips very, very tight at the moment until we say we're back. I don't want to go crazy just yet.
Totally agree with
So
you.
I think
exactly.
it's because last win was not before Leicester, was Nottingham Forest, and then look at the run we went off that. So clean sheet, win, great goals, and of course Savinho has officially announced himself properly with a goal. It will do him the world of confidence, and with the assist, and a good cameo from Maka is definitely one. I mean, I'm gonna hold my hands up here. Like, I didn't think Pep was gonna bring him on, but he did. And
early as well.
Like I did not even see that coming personally. But I think what Pep noticed in the match was that Foden was running on empty in the second half, and he just thought, no, can't have this anymore. So he just brought McAtee on to inject a bit of energy and pace, which the team badly needed right now. And Foden came off, and what I noticed, a little bit of detail when he came off, he was rubbing his stomach a little bit when he came off. I think it's basically, obviously he has a bit of illness in him. So, and I know he has some problems with his iron deficiency. So I think now, McAtee gave them the pace, the energy, and the injection they needed going forward. And look, he played a huge role in the second goal, started the move, said to the Leicester left back, Christensen, bye-bye, get out of here. And then, then just ignore the runs. And he obviously passed, I think, what was Savinho, and Haaland did the rest. And that was it. And then I think what's so impressive about McAtee, because I've watched him the whole game, and I thought I think with Rico Lewis and Phil Foden, I think, when they try to put balls, either they get fouled or get barged off. But with McAtee, what I've noticed, because I've watched him for quite a long time, since when he was with the under-23s, I've noticed such a huge physical development with him right now, compared to the body shape that he had before. Looks so physically strong. He was able to withstand the Leicester players' challenges, and he was still able to stand up, not foul, but more like stay on your feet, not get barged off, and just make sure he kept the possession and make sure we closed up the match very, very strongly as well. And I like to think this will give Pep a bit of a headache to thinking like, okay, now going forward, it's more like, I like to think in my mind that he will get more minutes this Saturday. Whether he'll start or whether he'll get more minutes from the bench, time will tell. I don't know what Pep's thinking right now, but I like to think that McAtee has a case of saying to Pep, I should be starting the next game. I don't want to be picking up splinters for my backside anymore.
I agree. No, for me personally, on Saturday, I would start Foden and McAtee midfield. I'd say, you know what, you two? Why don't you both play behind Haaland? But Kev's been a bit. I think Kev's playing for injury right now. I think what he's saying, playing for injury at the moment. So I can tell he is. He's not doing terribly. He's doing what he can while injured at 33-year-old. I can't blame him. He's still trying. He's always trying, but he's 33. He's got a pubic bone injury or something, which is quite a sore injury to get. And when you're trying, so I think for him, I'd say give him a little bit of rest when you can play when you need to play him. Got the team right there who's ready, who's fit and ready to play. Put McAtee and Foden at the start of the game, and then bring Pep on in the second half for a bit of fitness, a bit of game time. Just you got three midfielders who can play that role brilliantly. Just let them rotate each other, and then the winners, Doku Savinho. At the moment, because I think Jack for me has not done enough recently. I agree as well, but I just feel like Jack's head's elsewhere now. I know I think he's happy, yes, but I can tell there's something going on here because Pep's not as much shit he should be. I'm starting to wonder, is there something behind the scenes going on with? I'm not saying Pep has fallen out, but I think maybe he knows that he wants to move on. I think in the summer, I reckon we'll get new winger in as replace him. I'm not sure that will be yet.
So.
I like to think so.
But,
it's probably going to be him, possibly Mateus Nunes, and possibly Ederson, and definitely Walker will probably go in the summer for me anyway. I think for me it's like I think Ederson's head is in Saudi Arabia for me at the moment. That's why he's not been in the squad. So
no, I think his head's on the moon, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's a reason why Pep's not been putting him in the squad in the last 2 matches. So I just think it's pretty much a sign for me that his head's pretty much elsewhere. So like, if you're not on it, then Pep will leave you out of the squad as well. So I know Mateus Nunes has an injury, but also at the same time, I like to think in my mind that Pep is probably not happy with his penalty giveaway against United. That's probably the reason why he's left him out. I know he has injuries, but at the same time, left him out of the squad last year just to basically say, listen, that can't happen again. And I think Grealish's head's elsewhere as well, in my opinion as well. And obviously, I don't know if you noticed, guys, but when Walker came on, he didn't get the armband off Kevin.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's basically a sign. I'm fine with that. I think
everyone is, to be honest.
I think it's a sign from not only Pep, but I think some of the players are like, I'm not having Walker's leadership around here. Look, the one we run, no, that's not happening. And Kevin was like, no, you're not getting on back me. Forget it. Just do your job.
I watched Carl, right? Kyle was better without the captaincy. I think Carl Walker is better without that trial. I think give him something, right, do your job, he'll do it. Kev is very similar, but if I had to get someone to captain right now without Rodriguez, Kev. Kev's obviously can a bit shouting, but when he's back from injury, it's Diaz for me. Diaz is the captain. I'm making captain because look, make Kev vice captain right now.
Yeah,
he do that. Back, Rodri vice captain, Diaz captain. That's who I go with because I think when we got them 2 players back, and I tell you right, you'll notice it next season. You'll notice a difference when you've got a spine of Diaz, Rodri there. And Vardiar as well, because I think Vardiar as well played better as well with someone that's like Diaz as captain. Because I think Walker, he knows it as well, right? Walker doesn't he won't admit this, but he doesn't deal well with leadership. He doesn't deal well with it, and it's why he put him in so poor recently. Trying to captain the team, but also trying to show his own stuff behind the scenes. Whereas with Kev, he hasn't got anything to worry about. He can get on with it. Even Haaland, I think me it's a no-brainer. I think if he came on the captaincy, I think they'll probably a draw.
Yeah,
so I think
he can't do leadership, and I don't know. I don't get it with him. A great player. Look, he's been a legend for this club, but I think his time was up 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and that's where the issue is. His time was up 2 years ago, so
yeah. I mean, this is not me. I'm not the type of character to do personal views. It's just for me, it's like I'm just saying what I feel is best for the team and best for the club. Because when I said Walker has to step down as captain, I'm only saying that because I feel it's what's best for the team at this very, very moment in time. Not the type of person to do online abuse, saying, "Oh, I hate you." No, not that. It's just like when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. And I feel like his time was up 2 years ago, and it was. I mean, we all know Father Time is always going to be undefeated, regardless, no matter what. And that's why I feel Carl Walker, like, it's best for him to be phased out of the team. That's why I'm comfortable with either Rico Lewis and Akanji playing at right back at this moment in time. That's why I won't be surprised if Carl Walker continues from the bench and one of Akanji or Rico Lewis steps in at right back as well. Just until of course, until Diaz comes back from injury. I know Oscar Bob's going to come back, and a couple of other players coming back from injury as well, because I think we need that as well. Plus, hopefully, we have new players walking through the door. I just think when the links are very, very quiet, I think that's a good thing. I mean, City are doing their business right now, but they just don't want it to be open in the public right now. And I think they'll probably only open up in the public when it's pretty much a done deal, rather than just like
Totally agree with that.
leading giving the fans a bit of false hope, and so saying we want this or that as well. So I just think like they know they will sign players eventually. I like to think it's minimum 3 players coming through the door, if not 2, or at the very least. So I just know they're just doing it. So it's only the 1st of January. We'll see how everyone feels by the end of this month and see if we're happy having that. Because I think, of course, then the summer, the real review comes along, with the Club World Cup going on in July, and then the season starts, and then it's happy we're lucky as well. So it's a lot to look forward to. And I think I just read on City Extra that there were City scouts at the Porto match against Boa Vista when they won 4-0.
Yeah.
So my feeling in me is that Diogo Costa must be scouted, in my opinion, there. And I think some of the midfielders like Varela and Nicolas Gonzalez, who's a former La Masia academy prospect as well. So I like to think those 3 players were scouted while they were there. So I like to think that they're scouting those players, and then report back to the hierarchy and Pep and say, hey, this is your guy that's going to go and goal after Edison. This is the guy that's going to come in midfield to give a bit of energy, and they project me. They'll make a decision from there.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I think that for me at the moment, right? I think this month I just want to just keep winning games, get a run going, because it's one thing that they do right now. After the Forest game, there was no run. Like what was it? A Palace away, drew 2, and then after that, also Juventus, it got worse and worse again.
Yeah.
For me, the West Ham game for me is a massive game, because that will tell us whether or not we're back or not. If you beat West Ham, then that's 2 wins on the bounce. Now, I'm not saying we're back, but it's a massive, okay, it's no losses after loss now. It's a bit more like the team's back on track again to focus on getting wins again. I think what we've got to do as a squad is, look, forget the league title, getting top 4 as a current target. Get top 4, then see what happens after that. Because now, there's no point of saying, it's the league. If you get the league, you'll fail miserably. Because you have to already get up a 40-point gap anyway. Focus on one target at a time. Get down to top 4 first. That's the first goal. Look, Chelsea to me right now are weird sort of run of form right now. Obviously, us and Newcastle are talking about back in top 4 ourselves on with Villa and Brentford and that. So what we've got to do is keep winning our games to gap the teams around us. Because right now, it isn't guaranteed right now. It gets top 4 now. It isn't guaranteed the top for us right now. It's still just because we're a great team doesn't mean that top 4 is ours. It has to make sure we get our win. So again, I think FA Cup as well. I want to win that this year, because I think if we sort of get to a point where we're safe again, then we should go for it. But I think the squad's got to accept where we are. But what we can do is finishing strong, and then next season, as Hong said, get the players out who need to go out, get the ones who want to be, and have a fresh, new look team ready to go for the next season. Looking to get a league back as well. 4 in a row is unbelievable, but 4 in a row always difficult in itself anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, so to have the league lost was actually a good thing for us. It means that we actually have a reason next year to actually go again. To going to get our league back. That's what I want next year. To bit of hunger now. Anyone wants to be in this rest of this season, I want to see the players who want to be here. That's what I want to see now. Who's ready to for their place? That's what it should be now.
Yeah, well, I like to think so as well. I think it's just got to take it one game at a time, just see where we end up. So right now, at the moment, I'm just thinking about West Ham this Saturday and make sure we get a win on that one. And then after that, just build slowly and see where we go from there.
Just keep going.
So I think,
as I said before you jumped on, mate, I said, like every win is a win. It doesn't matter how we get them. We just need to win. At the minute, I couldn't care less whether we play shit and win. Like we've just got to win at the end of the day. And exactly the same as we did against Leicester. It wasn't great. There's no sugarcoating it. It was crap. but we won. So
Yeah,
you know, that's all
it's
we
just-
can do. And if we keep doing that and we keep winning, then winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? And that's what we need at the moment. We need that little bit of confidence back. We need that little bit of, you know, forward momentum. And you ain't going to get that by losing or drawing. We're going to get it by winning. It doesn't matter how we win them, just win them. Like, you could see the relief on every player's face at the end of that game. When Haaland made it 2-0, you could see everything about it. And that's what mattered. So
yeah. I mean, you could tell from the players' body language as well, when not only the second go in, when the final whistle go in, it's just like everyone is just so happy as well. That's more important. And also, what I think the plus side is, like, also at the end of the game, you know, like Haaland just said to Pep, "Hey, go and acknowledge the fans who came, who were at the away stand as well." So, which is incredible. Like, even after that wretched run that we've been on, the fans still love Pep. I mean, I can only speak. I can't speak for them. I can't speak for them. But for me, like, I still love Pep. Even after this wretched bone doing, I still love him. And I think I could just see the look on Pep's eyes, like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I turn this around. I'll make sure I build this team.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm leaving this. There's no way I'm leaving this team the way it is as well. So I just think it's just going on. Like West Ham, of course, recovery. Everyone's obviously with their families right now, celebrating New Year's, and now it's back to work. Let's see, you know, West Ham on Saturday, just focus on that and just go on from there. And of course, like, not only that, we still got the two Champions League coming up this month. I mean, I don't thought I'd be saying Champions League, but in January, but yet because of new format, 2 games left, away to PSG, home to Bruges. Obviously, I'm not thinking about that right now, but when we do cross that bridge, now is the time to start thinking about the Champions League. I know PSG are probably not in a good run of form, and themselves in that tournament, but they need the points to get out of the group as well. But I think hopefully with a few new faces coming in, by the time we face PSG, hopefully I'll feel a little bit more confident. But right now, when we do cross that bridge, then, you know, I'll know how I feel, whether we can go to the Parc des Princes and get the win there to make sure we stay in the tournament.
Yeah. Agree with that one. I think that's what I'm at right now. It's just one game at a time. People who get too excited about, you know, comebacks, time. Like, I get last few years we've always been up for it, but there's always gonna be a season where we weren't. This season obviously hasn't worked out for us. It is what it is. But for me now, to be ruthless there, I think everyone's places now is up for grabs now. There's no guarantee anymore. There shouldn't be. This season has really shown that now that these players have now got to fight for their spots again. No one's spot is guaranteed. If you want to be here and fight for this club and fight to get everything back that we're losing, now's the time to actually step up and prove yourselves. So
exactly.
This summer's, look, obviously as well, but next summer, this summer's huge. It's huge summer coming up, massive. Like this is going to be the biggest summer, I think, in a long time. Who's going to be here? Who's going to be here? Because, you know what I mean? I think some of these players are done. Some of these players, I think, have won it all. Obviously, the heads are done now, saying, right, I've got everything I need to do now. I have to achieve it. Whereas some players want to sort of keep winning, like Diaz, Rodri, always want to keep winning more. But some players, like maybe Grealish, is done with it now. I think he's one of them who wants to win now. I think he wants to sort of just put it down and do what he wants. Fair enough. But I think Doku, Savio, young players, more as well themselves. I think a lot of these players now, it's going to be a very young team next year.
Yeah.
A very youthful team with a little experience, a very fresh team ready to prove themselves against everyone else. So I think the rest of the season is going to be interesting when how it ends. So next season, I'm looking forward to seeing what the team does. You know, what we're supposed to do. Because, you know what I mean? I don't care who you are now. It's up for all right anymore. Get out. The door's right there. So, yeah.
I just think as well, like, I mean, okay, on the top of I've already named players that I think they should stay next season. I mean, it only took me 10 seconds. Just 5 players. I said Haaland, Diaz, Rodri, Foden, Gavardio. I probably say I can add Savino and Doku to that list. The rest is pretty much up for grabs. Oh yeah, I want to put McAtee in that. I definitely want to put McAtee in the list. That's if he wants to stay. But I feel like he wants to give it a real shot of breaking into the team, and he's got every chance of doing it.
Absolutely.
Apart from the 5 you've mentioned, no one's safe, really. Did you say Foden?
I did say Foden, yes.
You said Foden, yeah. Someone asked me the other day, and I sent it to our group chat as well. If an offer came in for Foden of, between 80 and 200 million, would you sell him?
I mean, I don't want to be too sentimental here at the moment, because obviously, like, he's City through and through and all in City, but at the same time, it's like you have to look at it not only from you have to look at it from a club perspective as well. It's like it's about what's best. It's about what's best for the club at the moment, and of course, you can't take away from the fact that Foden had an amazing season last year. Winning PFA Player of the Year, winning Premier League Player of the Season. But that was in the past for now. It's about what Foden does right now going forward.
Exactly.
And of course, I know he has issues with his iron deficiency.
Yeah.
And I know he hasn't. I know he's had some injuries and issues with his illness, which is all good. But at the end of the day, you got to get yourself as healthy. It's like it's all about standards got to be set. It's all about what you do forward. It's like it's about going forward. I mean, listen, I want Foden to stay, but at this very moment, he's like, if he really wants to stay, he's got to prove that he wants to be here. Because at this moment, I mean, like, I know he's showing every game, making the sacrifices of, fighting illness, fighting, health issues to make sure. But at the same time, it's like, you got to make sure you keep yourself fit. Because, like, playing well is one thing. Playing well is one thing, but staying fit is another. And if you combine those two, then you're pretty much good to go. So I just think it's not been a great season so far for Foden. I will admit that. But at the same time, it's like, you can't write him off just that. Because I think I remember in an interview what Pep said, Pep will have, Foden will have a down moment. Once he has down moments, once he gets over that period and accepts this is part of the process, then he'll go back up and go in. And I'm not saying he takes where he is for granted, because I don't think he does. But I think maybe a down the season that he's having so far, this is probably a reminder to him saying, I shouldn't take where I'm for granted. I've got to make sure I get myself fit, get myself better, because I'm getting this paid money and I'm not. And I don't think, of course, like, for myself, I know how much I believe in him, how much I'm proud, but it's only fair that he gives something in return by performing so well. And, he did play a part in the first goal with the shot away and, of course, Savino with the rebound. But I think he needs to do it more on a consistent basis and stay healthy as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure I read somewhere the other day that he's got that Foden's employed a new chef full time to help him with his fitness and his diet and stuff, which would be good for him.
Yeah,
definitely.
You can't. Of course, like you can't estimate how you treat your body, especially when you're an elite level footballer.
Exactly.
You've got to be able to take it's not just you got to take care of your body. It's about what you eat. The nutrition is so important. How you train with the weights in the gym as well. So that's so important as well. So I think you can't rest on your laurels of having one great season. You just got to keep on being consistent. Because if you look at the likes of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, how they stayed at the very top level 15 years plus. It's not just the way they play, it's just how they train, what they eat, the nutrition. They had personal chefs themselves as well, how they look after their own bodies, and that's why they're able to perform so well at the top level. It's not it's not that how they perform on the pitch, it's what they do off the pitch is equally important. And obviously have their families with them and their how they train as well. It's just I mean, look at Ronaldo. And listen, I know he's a rival player and plays for Man United, but also you can't help but admire the fact that look how well he trains and how well he looks after his body and he's still able to play at this age as well. And he's going to be 40 next month and still playing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It just goes to show what you can do if you look after yourself, though.
Yeah,
if you can keep yourself fit and you keep yourself healthy, regardless of injuries and what you playing at the highest level consistently, it just goes to show you, doesn't it, that you can do it. Luke, you could be playing football in your 40s, mate.
Bloody hell.
You drink too much, innit?
If you look about it, Foden's idol is David Silva. I'm pretty sure he can get on the phone with him and ask him how he's able to stay at the very, very top for that long. I mean, he does get injuries even now, but not way too much. I mean, look how well he looks after his body at the time. Look how well he was able to still play at a high, consistent level until his unfortunate retirement because of his injury as well. So, like, get it from him. I mean, listen, good. I mean, if you talk about David Silva, I mean, you don't he survived the Premier League for 10 long years. Look at his size, look at his body, and you think, women, you can't be able to survive.
Yeah.
But he's able to do it, and like he looked after himself very, very well, which is
Yeah.
incredible as well. And off the pitch, quite life. So if Foden can get on the phone with him and ask him for advice how he's able to look after himself, and that'll be a big part.
Yeah, totally agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I think for me, this season, especially with Foden, I really want to sort of end the season strong. It hasn't been in the season for a lot of things gone his way, but I think in order to see the Foden come back from last season, you've got to see him. Obviously, and everything else. He's got obviously artificially an issue for him right now, but I want to see him like finish the season strong. Look, player of the year. Look, what do I say? We all know it's going to be the Salah. That's already barring a massive collapse out of nowhere, like where he gets injured for the season, Liverpool fall off. If that happens, I'd laugh, but I can't see Slot doing that. Slot's a good manager.
He's a very good manager.
Klopp's football was so good, it also burnt everyone out. Whereas Slot's more reserved, more tactical. And that's why Liverpool is so good right now, because the players look better. I think the players look better in a Slot system than doing a Klopp system. That's why
exactly.
But for us though, it's because our system beforehand ended now. It's over. Like that system we used to have in the treble season, it's been done now. And for me, build a team on Haaland. Haaland's the main guy in the team. He's the focal point of the team. Build a team around him. With also Pep style, a bit of passing, also counter as well. Let Haaland run at defenders. Let this team flow better. Like I mean, going forward, we'll see ourselves. It's gotten stale, really stale. Like I feel like Xavi and Doku are skillful and pacey. Let them run at fullback. Let them sort of try and get across in the box. Go a bit back to that Centurions team where these sort of wingers overlap to fullback. And get fullbacks into overlap wingers. Like that's what we need to start going back to. I think because with Haaland, he did that. What Guerrero did for us that season, what do as well. I think next season with players like Frimpong coming in, it'd be a much better team. So I look forward to it, but I think Pep's got to start adapting this system and this team to the style play. Right now, playing how you've been beforehand, it doesn't work anymore. It's finished now. It's time for a change. Time for a refresh. I think Pep knows himself, judging by how he sort of been saying in the media. I think he knows now himself. It's time for a change.
I agree 100%. I think that comes with he has to ship out some of the players that no longer basically run its course here. So I mean, I'm anticipating a huge not only outgoings but incomings as well. And of course, incomings will start this month, but I think outgoings will start in the summer for me because I think Pep already confirmed there's no one going to be leaving this month at the very, very least. But I think, just once the income comes, because I think with I'm just thinking in the Champions League squad, you can add 3 new players into the Champions League squad for the remaining games, and of course we get to the last 16 of the group stages of the Champions League this season as well. So I think that will happen, in my opinion. I think. I have no idea. Like honestly, if I could tell you, if I can anticipate in my gut feeling who will bring, I wish I could tell you not, because I think, personally, I can't see Bruno happening. Not because I don't want it. It's more like I just feel like Newcastle are probably gonna want to hold on to him until this summer at the very least.
Yeah, but that's a summer transfer. That.
Yeah.
I tell you though, I'd love him playing because Tonali, Rodri, and the Bruno. Wow, that would be fun to watch because that would be a physically dominant approach. Because I tell you what, our current team right now gives Kovacic and De Bruyne or players around him more emphasis to go forward. He can sit back and suck up to. So he can go and be a younger is what we need. So I think in the summer that's where I think we'll see it. But I think right now it's probably going to have to be Hjelman or who's more less big name but can do a great job for us. That's what I want to play. Like we can sit in the got pressure. That's what I want. I think that's what I really want to see out of this team. Just a bit more emphasis on defensively, being more.
It's not just a big name, Luke. It's more like it's got to be someone that not only fits the system, it fits what Man City are about, fits the ethos, the culture, and what Man City club is. He gonna fit the way? Is he gonna like the club? Is he gonna fit the way we're all about? That's really important as well. It's not just about big names. Yes, big names are great. It's about at the end of the day, like it's all it's all about someone that can fit the team and what they need. Someone that can help us what we severely lack at this very moment in time, that can help us going forward between now and the end of the season. And not only that, it's not just help us right now, but also help us in the next 5-6 years as well. Because that's what that players we look for. We can't look for players that are just going to be short-term fixes. We need players that's going to help us in the next 5-6 years. That's trying to get us back to where we should be as well. Not saying out of retirement as well, but out of retirement is where we should be as well. So, spending the money very wisely as well, in my opinion as well. So I think there will be in my opinion, a midfielder coming in. There's probably going to know someone that maybe you heard about, but not too much about. That's someone that will probably give us a shock. Say, oh my goodness, I have no idea where this guy come from, but he's incredible. I mean, if you look at how Rodri came in, no one's ever heard of him, and obviously he became a big name because of City, and obviously now look, Ballon d'Or winner, best midfielder in the world at this very moment. And I know he's on the comeback, but can't wait for him. I can't wait for him to come back, but I'd rather him coming back 100%, not at 90% as well. So I think the timing
10% now, mate.
Yeah,
I'd have him back at 1%. I don't care.
Well,
he's
Rodri,
the best. He's unreal.
I know he's still running. I know he's running at this very, very moment in time.
Yeah.
He's running, but I'd rather just have him back 100%.
Good as well. Look recently, he looks fitter as well. It looks like he's back to his fitness. But I don't want playing him because I know what someone will do. Try and foul him, and suddenly he's back out again. So I'd rather get his leg fully rested up. No more pain, no more issues. Because I think for me as well, right, I would love it next season against someone like Arsenal. He scores a winning goal against Arsenal.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great, 100%. That'd be great. We've got them next one as well. Yeah. I think it's they say what goes around comes around 100%.
Oh yeah.
It will happen like this. I'm not the type I don't like to wish injury on anybody. That's just not who I am. But of course, Saka's out for March, April. And I did, and listen, I'm not going to say on here, haha, I can't. No, it's more like, listen, I wish Saka all the best, and I hope he gets back from injury very quickly. He's a top player as well, and I don't wish injuries on anybody. But of course, we're doing well. Listen, sorry to cut this short, but I got to get back to work. But thank you so much for having me on. I'll chat you.
No problem, mate. Whenever you like, come on. Always.
I will. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Cheers for the support, mate. I agree with everything you just said.
Yes, I love, mate. Yeah, that's what's
everything you just said.
But yeah, I think for me that was just it's nice to just have a chat with people, obviously, and the same person, aren't they? With where it comes to City, we're all we all know what needs to be done now. And I think I look forward to seeing what's next. I look forward to seeing what the club decides to do. I think I'm not necessarily I think if by the middle of the month we had nothing, then questions have to be asked because we've got to see someone come in soon.
I think even if we have nothing by the midpoint, as long as we've had a few rumours of this is happening, this is then we'll be all right. I'm not too fussed if we haven't signed anyone by that point, as long as there's been sort of a few rumblings of, hang on a minute, so and so's on his way, or this is happening. Do you know what I mean? As long as there's something that's there, that's fine, then I think we'll be all right. But it's just a case of we just need that little bit of knowing. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because I've heard from Martin anyway that at the moment it's kind of he obviously usually sort of giving out names, but at the moment for Martin, all he's really heard is who's on the list, not actually players that are properly on. I think because at one point Bruno G was a massive going to happen. Now all of a sudden it's gone quiet again. So right now it's a game right now. while we're trying to work out what's next. I mean, if you see a big up Steve, by the way, if those signings I'm really concerned about, exactly, that's what I'm thinking about as well. Because if we get no one in, then what's the case going to be? Because
I'm not concerned about that. I'm not concerned about that. I won't be concerned until, March, April, when we kind of start to get the idea on the verdict.
Yeah,
and I don't. To be honest,
right.
I don't care what the result of that is.
No, neither do I. But yeah.
So I just, the club are trying to be cautious, aren't they? They're trying to be. I wouldn't say it's too much about the result of the 115 case or anything like that. I would say if we're not signing anyone, that's a big FU to bloody, those who are in charge of PSR and everything. That's just them sticking their nose in, and that's. I wouldn't be too concerned about it having anything to do with our spending or whatever. There's money available. There's got to be money available. We spent 55 million on Nunes when we had these charges in place. We've spent money with the charges there. So
yeah, I think it's just I think what it is. I think some fans are just really just desperate. We're desperate for a bit of news, a bit of like. If I get it, like I am too. So you, we want to see some management at all. But again, it's the first show of January. Chill a bit. Let things play out how they are. Like for me, look, I think Twitter, for me personally, will be a cacophony of just people demanding certain players left right. It's good because people are desperate to win stuff. Look, I get
people are just talking complete rubbish.
Yeah, pretty much. So, it's gonna happen. Look, I love it if Olmo joined, but if I'm being honest about Olmo, right, it won't happen. I cannot see Olmo. I can see Barcelona finding a way around it. They will find a way around it because they always do. They always do. So, at the moment, I'm kind of just, I'm kind of like patient. I'm patient about what's going to happen, but I think the fan base is going to be very impatient. Okay, but not necessarily the ones that go to good games, but it's the ones that are blind, that let football control their lives way too much.
Yeah,
it's like guys, seriously, football isn't that deep. It's great, but trust me, if you find other things to do apart from football, because trust me, you will make life will be better for you. Just because. Otherwise, you end up getting depressed over football, which is never a good idea, man. Just look. I get it. I want to bet them win as well, but let's just have a bit of patience. It will come. I'm looking forward to it. Arsenal beat Brentford 3-1.
Did you say Arsenal winning?
Yeah, 3-1. Was it? Yeah, Brentford.
Fucking hell already?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. When did they kick off?
About 5:30.
Right, okay. I thought it was 7:30.
5:30, but it's everyone asked for Arsenal. If Arsenal right now was it they're like 6 points behind the game ahead. Them long without Saka that long term, that's going to cost them at some point because they need all their players to step up. Now, again, they could happen, but I think other teams right now, Forest, I can't see it. I can't see Forest win the league. If it happens, I'd love it if Forest won the league. It'd be brilliant. But Forest to me right now are playing so well. But look at the goal count though, 26 goals. That's really poor for that. We've got 32. Like they've got less goals than everyone else. In the top In the top 12, they are the lowest scoring team. Top 12.
Yeah.
26 goals. Like a team like that cannot win the league by winning 1-0 all the time. It doesn't happen. So obviously, but I just think for me, Forest, it depends on when the pressure mounts. Will that change? Will that add? It's just there's a lot. I'm not sure of Forest, but I think for us at the moment, we're sixth. We're sixth right now. And we are only 4 points behind Chelsea. Our target should be get that top 4. So beat West Ham, hope Newcastle Chelsea drop more points and get into top 4. That should be the goal right now. Nothing else. Forget the league title, right? You've got to see a back change. And our current form is win, draw, loss, draw, win. Win. It can't be that kind of red. So We've got to see also goal as well. 32 goals is not enough for us, mate.
That's nowhere near enough. I thought that the other day. I thought we haven't scored enough goals.
And that's the whereas you've got Liverpool on 45 goals. You got Tottenham on 41. You got Chelsea on 38. Arsenal 38. We need more goals for this team.
Yeah.
So
I've got our top goal scorer, obviously Haaland.
Yeah,
Who's our second top goal scorer?
Vardio.
There you go.
Still, Vardio is still top goal scorer. Yeah, I'll have a look. Top goal scorer. I have to find it. Yeah, yes, yeah. But so this month we've got West Ham obviously at home next.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I think win the game. I think we will, but it needs to be a win, a good win, not a 1-0 win. It needs to be a win of some kind. You're at home.
I think we will. We'll beat West Ham.
So will I see. That's what I want.
I thought the same thing as this the other day. I said it to you, didn't I? Wouldn't it be nice to just go on a 10-game winning run? Whether we win the league or not, just win 10 in a row. To
get the league now. Right now, because at the moment, unless Liverpool drop points, like 7 points, then all right, sure, it's on. But right now, we're sixth. We're not second.
Yeah,
we've got to get us back to top 4 again. So at the moment, focus on ourselves.
We've got to get top 4. We should easily get top 4, and I'm not in any way worried about top 4 at all at the moment.
No.
Our form would suggest we won't get it. But the top 4 for me isn't an issue. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. I think just continue to just build on each individual win, one game at a time, and what will be, will be.
Yeah. And do you know what, Kaz? This month won't be big players coming in. It'll be three good quality young players that will get better for us over time. That's fine, though, because but we need proven names. Well, right now we need players that are best of what we've got right now, but are younger and can go on to do better. Yeah. That's what I want to see. So I hope that is what we see going forward. But I think, I think big name players, that's in the summer. The BOGs, that will be the summer ones. I think I want to see us. I'm sure we will try, but we've got to be a bit patient with that. I think I want to see 3 players through the door that are going to help the team up right now. Like a Frimpong in the summer will do that. So for OG. I reckon we'll see a few players come in. I think it'll be a big change. I think a lot of players will leave summer. I reckon about 3 or 4 will leave summer. Maybe even 5. Depending on who goes. But it'll be a big changeover. Exactly, Calster. The others will shit their pants and go along with it. They will. If we go and run, Liverpool think fuck. Because Liverpool now think we're 6th, we're out of it. But if we start winning games, suddenly Chelsea drop even more points, and we go above Chelsea to 4th, it's like the 3rd, 2nd. Because Arsenal right now, all focus on Liverpool. If we can start winning games and creep up the pack a little bit, and get up to 4th, 3rd, and suddenly out of nowhere, all of a sudden Liverpool like shit. Where they come from? That's what it needs to be. But it's got to be focused on ourselves to get the league top 4 winning run.
That's exactly.
Eddie Morales, how many years it's been? I remember when I tuned in last summer that we were all saying Rush was needed. Exactly, mate. That's what I agree with. Mate. You think the club wanted? What's the way? Do you know what? Mate? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, right? This whole waiting until next summer to make the rebuild was a bad idea in the first place. I don't know why the club didn't do a rebuild after Trevor Williams, because that was when the club needs to do it anyway. Because if you look at right that treble team, right, players left, Mara's left, Laporte left. We've got players that weren't in. Now, for me, the club clearly wanted Bellingham, didn't they?
Yeah.
The club clearly wanted Bellingham, and the problem is the club didn't move on. When they found out that Bellingham wanted to go to Madrid. Is what if Madrid come calling against Madrid, fine. Madrid, we're not.
You ain't turning them down. I've said it to you before. Trent ain't turning them down either. If Real Madrid
Also,
really want him, they will sign him.
Liverpool fans, right? Chill out, guys. You're not that team. You won 6 touch leagues, but you're not Real Madrid. You're not.
No one is Real Madrid. No one.
Just because he's leading us. Like, mate, if Haaland goes to Madrid, I'm like, you know what? Fair enough.
You can turn around and you can be like, they are the most overrated team with the most overrated players, with this, with that. No, they're not. No, they are not. I could literally, and anyone with any football brain could make a case for any Real Madrid player being one of the best footballers in the world, if not the best footballer in the world.
Me Jr., Rodrigo, Mbappe, but Mbappe's
Valverde.
Valverde, mate, I love him.
There you
Valverde
go.
on our team. Valverde on our team right now would be brilliant.
Yeah.
I think centre back not so much. That's where I'm a bit with. I think I like Rudy, but that's about it. Rudy, Militao's injury prone to hell. ACL injuries, about injuries. Like, backline is the best. That's the issue with Madrid. They haven't got a good backline. Their midfield and their attack, mate, is elite.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Do you know what, Kelsey? You're right. Liverpool fans, right, have been very quiet. Even though they're top, they're still like, I think because all the years of being top themselves above us, have scarred them. I think I've got mates. I've touched them like they're top, but but it ain't done yet. Because do you know what? Liverpool fans are Arsenal fans, mate. They ain't done yet. They're happy they're doing well, but they know it isn't done. They're like 1 win at a time. And if they win it right, obviously they're giddy, fair enough, but they'll be happy. Yeah. But they're right to be. They're being patient. And fair enough. They have to be. Because if they're not, then the Arsenal fans did. So that's what I mean, Eddie. To make a run like that they want to do, we've got to bring the right players in.
Yeah.
Squad players ain't going to work again. It'd be more players that we've got offload again. Because the club did it. The club has failed miserably last couple of months. I think last time, that was a good move long term. Long term, a good move. Gundogan, the wrong move. It was the wrong move at the time. And I said, why bring a player back?
Yeah.
It should be. If we got Bruno G and Savio, perfect. I'm happy with that. Because you got Savio, 2 million and come into the team, bit of flair, bit of amber flair, straight away we're all right. But Gundogan was just too old now, mate. He's 35 years old. He's too old now. It's time to bring some youth in that team. That's what I mean. Well, the ones we have right now, I like Koch, but he's a squad player. Nunes is a squad player. He's a good player, but he's not a first team. On the team right now, like he's a squad player bring off the bench. Which right now, our squad's full of them. Right now, our squad is full of squad players, not actual first team level world class players. Like we've got, I say right now, because there's a first class ability. We've got Haaland, Kev's 34, mate, almost now, but he's still world class. He's the ability to do it. It has been at this season, no, but injuries also been a factor in that as well. I think Phil Foden's. Because I think he's world class, but he's a very, very good. He's below world class. I think he's a great player. But he's not world class for me. Jack, squad player.
He was world class last season.
But
beyond it, this season he's been freaking bang average. You know, he's been.
But
excuse me, he's ill. He's not right. There's something going on there, and you know, like we said before, the iron deficiency, whatever, blah blah blah. I wish him all the best, but this season he needs to pick himself up and just go again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the club fall asleep, lost a mission, wanted to keep all the more players in the squad. Yeah, I think the club stood still. It stood still for too long. As a result, it's cost us because I'm looking at a team right now, right? I just look and think most of that squad. I went in the first team 4 or 5 years ago. We used to have a elite first team that played week in, week out with players like Mars coming in the teams to a bit more. It's too much squad level players, not enough first team level. That's what we're going to get back to. We'll get back to that level of everyone's coming in the squad as first class. Obviously, you want players with the squad as well, but look who's playing for every game. Like Rico is a squad player right now.
Yeah.
Right now. We just think he's 20 years old. He's 20 years old. He's time. Bob, squad player. Savio is probably a squad player right now, but on form, he's first team player right now. In current form. Doku, that's a hard one now. I mean, that's a squad player, mate. Just a squad player, you know. I'll be honest with you, right? Out of the four wingers, mate, Bob, Jack, Savio, Doku, I'll chat as well. Who's telling? One out of the four has to go. He's telling, mate.
Yeah, one of them has to go.
One of the four. Jack, Savio, Doku, Bob.
Oh,
no, I mean
Jack.
Four wingers, yeah.
Jack. Because I think Jack's 30 now, isn't he? 29, 30, something like that.
Yeah, he's getting pretty old now.
Yeah.
I think people defend him too much. I get people want him. The problem is, right, be realistic here. 6 months out of 3-4 years isn't enough. It's not. A £100 million player, we have not invested properly in him. I think the problem is our style of play doesn't suit him at all. Put him in Newcastle, he'd be great for them. Villa would be great for them. Not for us, because our style of play doesn't suit him. And that's
it
why
never has. It never has. Our style of play has suited him for 6 months. And that was when he was excellent when we won the treble. And I'll never take that away from him because he was brilliant. No. But I bet you cannot name 5 decent performances in the 3.5 years, barring that 6 months.
Yeah. Liverpool at home, brilliant.
Yeah.
F1 win. Fantastic.
4 more. There you go.
Leipzig was good.
He went off injured, didn't? No, that was Copenhagen. Sorry. Yeah, all right, 2. But he's good. He hasn't been like you say. He's good. When I'm talking of performances where you're thinking, "Fuck me, Jack was brilliant that night," and you've given me one of those, which was Liverpool.
I mean, we do that week in, week out, mate. Exactly, Obsky, potential. I want players to prove right now. The thing is, though, right? Like, look, for me personally, I don't hate Jack.
He's not cost us. I'm not saying for 1 second he's cost us anything. He just hasn't been good enough to do it. He hasn't been good enough other than those 6 months.
I said both of you and Dan, because obviously he loves Jack. It's clear.
I love Jack. I really wanted him to do well, but I just think he doesn't fit us. And he doesn't fit us. And I think there's too many people who sentimentally are blaming the wrong players for the downfall this season. Diaz is getting blamed. Diaz? What? The only one that people are blaming that we all consistently agree on is Kyle Walker.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I mean. I'll never take that away from him. But that's the best 6 months we've ever had, yes. Where's that from Grealish everywhere else? Grealish has the potential, the ability, and the know-how.
It's true.
To stand up and be one of the biggest names in the team and the best. And he hasn't done it.
It's not, for me, it's not individually, it's collectively. We've kept on players for too long. Darling has done, mate. His energy's gone. The guy's passion is still there. His energy's been zapped because we've used him like a Duracell bunny for the past 4 or 5 years. He has fought for his club to their death, mate. He has. Yeah. No matter what I can say about him, he is bled for his club, mate. He's a City player through and through. But he's 30 years old now and it's drained all his powers up.
Yeah.
We've got to get someone in to replace him. And that is what exactly the midfield costs us every game. We haven't got good 1-2 I like Kovacic's brilliant.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's old as well. On transition, cooked. Constantly cooked. Yeah. We need someone who's going to sit there, hold the fort, to give players like Foden or Nakatini and things like that to bomb forward. We I haven't got it at all. Why we're getting cooked constantly? Exactly. It's laughable. Like Leicester should have scored at least 2 or 3 past us.
Yeah.
That's why for me, we're not back yet. We're not back yet. We play through the door and they don't be stabilised and we go again.
Just a little bit of consistency is all we need. Just instead of focusing on, like, fans shouldn't focus on whether we're back or not. It doesn't matter. You know, focus on the next win. Just take it a game at a time, because we've won 2 games in 14 games. 2 wins in 14. That's shocking.
Yeah.
2 wins in 14. That ain't good enough. So instead of focusing on with that, with this, with that, bollocks to all that, let's just focus on beating West Ham and then beating the next team, and going again.
Exactly. That's what I want. I want to get some consistency going again.
Exactly.
I just don't want this. I've got in the back. Chill. Beat West Ham, beat Salford. Right, these games are next. We've got West Ham at home. Get in there, big. Salford FA Cup. Beat Salford. You've got to beat them. FA Cup. You've got to win that. Brentford away. I know Arsenal won just now, but Brentford away and Bummer and Visser. That's right now.
We've got Brentford and Arsenal away, haven't we?
Ipswich away. The lap.
Yeah. It's not easy, is it? You know, I was listening to another podcast the other day about, and they were saying, like, genuinely, even though if we beat Leicester, we might not win a game the way we're playing until March. Because look at the fixtures up till there. They are difficult.
Yeah. PSG away is hard anyway. Chelsea at home, mate, soon. Now, Chelsea are an interesting one because we can beat them. But Chelsea, mate, Cole Palmer on the counter-attack. Oh, God.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then Bruges. Mate, this month is massive. This month, mate, these next games, mate, will decide where our club's going in the season. It will.
Yeah.
1 FA Cup, 2 league games, and 4 league games. This will decide this window and these games. If we can get through this month unbeaten with wins, we've got every chance of strong. But we cannot, because February, mate, Arsenal away, Newcastle at home, Liverpool at home, Tottenham away.
Yeah.
The gauntlet, I call it. The gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly.
We are running the gauntlet.
This is what I'm saying. Squad
needs to be ready for that month. For that month, and by the way, well, you're also getting FA Cup as well, and probably Champions League as well. We need players in this month. So this month, the club got to act.
Yes.
Players through the door, get some players through the door, and this month, go on a run. Get a beaten run going. So by the time we have at the Emirates, we're in good form.
Yeah.
Because Saka won't play against us. He won't. He's out. I'm not sure about anyone else yet, but obviously they got injuries as well. We need to seriously see a massive improvement on his squad this year. Otherwise, we are going to struggle. Because in March, we got March was a bit of fun. I've got Forest away and Brighton at home. We got to get through. Look, after the big enough that we've got a really good couple of months, but it doesn't mean anything though. We still got these 2 months here. Will decide our season.
Yeah,
where it goes. So, mate, win next. Don't win that, then I've got questions because if you lose, if you draw, even a draw, mate, ain't good enough. But draws not good enough anymore.
Yeah,
we have to win. Oh, mate, Calster was that. The remote part of the world with limit internet for most of those games. Bloody hell, man! I feel for you. I hope when you get back, you actually do get a bit of it's good form. That's what I mean. Normski, you're right. Midfielders. If anything, I mean, at the back, fine. Far at the back, that's fine. For me, that's the issue. The midfield has been our bane for the last 2 months. When that's sorted, we'll be right. So, the club, message you guys right now, get together and get players through the door. I'm not asking for loads of players. I'm asking for 2 or 3 good names that come into this team, make an impact, and get us through the rest of the season.
I totally agree with you. I think the midfield will, depending on who we sign, will be crucial. And we just need to focus on as I keep saying, every game at a time. Doesn't matter who we're playing, so be it. The league is gone.
Yeah.
We just need to focus on getting top 4.
Exactly. Now, before we end, we'll chat about West Ham before we end. Now, West Ham are about having shit. They beat Southampton, but is that
Who
really
doesn't?
an achievement? Exactly. So, Liverpool cooked them beyond belief. Like, it was it could be like 8 or 9 another day. We should be going. They're coming here on bad form. And the manager, by the way, mate, the manager's shit, by the way. It's terrible.
He's done awfully, hasn't he? He's done awfully.
He's still a job. He's still a job still. Like,
They've got no money, though, have they? They've got no money, so they can't sack him.
Mate, again, West Ham get rid of Karen Brady and Sullivan.
Yeah.
They don't get rid of them. But West Ham will always be a mess. So, but for me, I don't care about West Ham. You get the win.
Yep.
Get a win. Because we're right now we're 6th. We are still 6th place. We are not in top 4 right now. We need to make up points and ground Chelsea. We need to win these games. So West Ham at home, I want to see a win. I want to go 3-0. I want 3 goals. I want good performance. I want a clean sheet.
I'll take that. 3-0. Yeah. Happily.
Haaland, Savio, play him again. Start him again. Don't drop him on the bench. I want Savio to start every game. Well, most games this month.
Yeah.
Don't want to play cup games, but he's on his right now at this point. He's got a goal and assist. He's playing all right at every crap team right now.
Yeah.
So right, mate, you go for it. Yeah. But that's where I'm at right now of it all. And if you know what, that's probably a good place to end. West Ham, just get the job done.
Yeah. Are you going to West Ham? You're not, are you?
I'm not. No, I've got a few things to sort out.
When's your next game?
I'm going PSG away. Paris, yeah. At the moment, I've got a lot of stuff with jobs now. I'll go to you later on about. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. And it's a huge month. It's a huge month this month.
Huge month, definitely. There's no 2 ways about it.
So look, to get the league title, ain't happening. If it does, fuck me, Liverpool. That's all I'm going to say. Because, mate, no.
Can you imagine?
Slot should be sacked. So should Arteta. So should everyone else. Everyone gets sacked. Because if we win the league, it's an embarrassment. It really is. Because I've got to ask what the hell Liverpool are doing. They come with the league from there. So, yeah. I think for me, just get some wins under your belt and go again. But to everyone in the chat right now on YouTube or Twitter, massively appreciate all the support this year.
Yeah.
We're on the road to 1K now. Our goal this year is to hit 1K. I know it's like we're not far away from it, but that is our initial goal. 1K subscribers. If you can help us, click the link in our bios on Twitter or on the page right now if you haven't already. Click on our YouTube link and subscribe to the channel.
Appreciate it if you could do that. It means a lot to us.
A lot of plans this year, a lot of stuff to look forward to. We look forward to bringing you more content this year. A lot to look forward to. More collaborations. Obviously, a lot of people that you obviously would know obviously the community. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Big month, rest season to look forward to. Bring it on. City till we die as always. We'll see you guys next week for episode 42.
See you next week, guys. Thanks a lot.